What's going on YouTube? This is Defender32, and today I'm not playing anything as you can tell, but I am going to discuss the 1 year anniversary of the PlayStation VR that just recently passed. Uh, I wanted to make this video as no soon 12 o'clock strike, but I had a ton of work. I traveled for football, so I just didn't have the time to do it, but now I have the time, and I can't wait to share with you my thoughts and my experience with the PlayStation VR headset. Now, I'm going to start with all the games that I have. I have a lot of games, so I'm going to start off with my folder that I actually have on my PlayStation of just straight PlayStation VR games. I have Drive Club VR, Arizona Sunshine, which I got from the special sale of the anniversary. So I haven't played it yet, but I will. Sneaky Bears VR, I played that. It's a fun game, fun shooter game. Dick Wild, I have that, but I just haven't played it yet as well. I got it with the sale. Super Hot VR, Spark, Bloody Zombies, VR Carts, Smashbox Arena, Farpoint, Mortal Blitz, Collateral Damage, Leave the Nest, VR Ping Pong, Bumper, NBA 2K VR Experience, Sports Bar VR Hangout, Fruit Ninja, Job Simulator, Here They Lie, Carnival Games VR, Eagle Flight, Until Dawn Rush of Blood, Riggs Mechanized Combat Lead, PlayStation VR Worlds, and the Playroom VR. I have a lot. I play VR a lot, so I love the system. I love the comfort of it, the design. Everything is sleek. I know there's a new one coming out, but I think I'm gonna stick with the one I got when it first came out. But I'm gonna talk about my top three PlayStation VR shooters, and my first one is gonna have to be Farpoint. I love that game. I love the PlayStation aim controller that came along with it. The storyline is great. Just the one-to-one tracking overall is really, really good. So that's going to have to be my first game. My second game for the shooter on the VR system is going to be Resident Evil Biohazard. That game is really good as well. Great story. The graphics in the VR headset are great. Same with Farpoint. And I still play those games today. Um, they don't get old. So much fun. The third game on my list is going to be Super Hot VR. Super Hot VR is a shooter that kind of set the boundaries for something different with the PlayStation VR and shooters. Um, I say that because whenever you move in the game, time like speeds up. So like say I'm sitting here and someone's shooting and I move, the quicker I move, the quicker the bullet is going to come. And vice versa, if I want to throw something, when I move my hand, time speeds up then too. So you got to keep your head on a swivel of like what's going on, or you're gonna die. But I love Super Hot VR. It's a great game, great shooter. Now I'm gonna move on into talking about some of my top three, or the top three multiplayer games that I have. Number one is gonna be Spark, because Spark is a game that has took off. It's one of the best uh, multiplayer games that's on the VR headset right now. If you don't know what Spark is, you're basically um, in a arena. It's like a sports game, but it's a mix of dodgeball, racquetball, and I would say tennis all into one. So you have your shield in your left hand while using the PlayStation Move controllers, and in your right hand is your free hand, which you can throw the ball, and you can catch it, and you can punch the ball. And the goal of the game is to hit your opponent and to get as much points as possible before time expires. That game is really cool, something different that I really like, and it's just things like that that makes the PlayStation VR great. People make great games like that. So that is gonna be my first one. My second game is going to have to be Smashbox Arena. Smashbox Arena is like this three versus three multiplayer game. You can also play story mode as well, but online you have three people versus three people, and it's kind of like dodgeball, except for you using your PlayStation Move controllers as the guns that you hold, and you can launch stuff across the map and to try to hit your opponent. Now you also have special weapons such as a rocket, like a boulder, or what's another thing? Oh, you have a sniper rifle as well. So it's kind of those special weapons that you can pick up in game to try to take out your opponent, and you want to have 5 points, or you want to get to 5 rounds first to win the game. It's a really good game. I highly advise y'all to check it out. All these games I'm discussing, I have gameplay of on my channel as well, so make sure you check that out. And my third game that I'm going to have to go with is my favorite multiplayer game is Eagle Flight. Now, I got this game when it first came out. Eagle Flight is a multiplayer game. You also play story as well, but you're an eagle in Paris after some apocalypse that happened in Paris, and you're trying to stay alive, and you can fight other birds as well, or other eagles as well. Um, it's a cool game. It's a nice, relaxing game, and I like it. That's why it's in my top three because I really enjoyed it. Got the platinum for it. One of those games that you play nonstop until you beat it and you get all the trophies for it. So I was really addicted to that game when it first came out. All right, on to sports. There's not many sports games that's out, but I'm going to have to go with NBA 2K VR experience. It's not the best experience, but it's something that you can be like, hey, I walked on the court and I walked on the Pacers court or something like that. Um, you can shoot the ball using the move controls, which is something new that they just integrated into the game using an update. But at first, you had to shoot with your DualShock 4, which was kind of weird. But I think that's a plus that they let you use the PlayStation Move controls in order to shoot the ball and try to give you that like realistic experience, the most realistic experience as possible. But I believe that's pretty good, and I enjoy it as well. Also, another um, multiplayer game that I love is Sports Bar VR. Sports Bar VR is kind of like this bar that you and some other friends can go to, or people you randomly meet online, and you can hang out, play pool, throw some beer bottles across the room. You can play air hockey, chess, um, cornhole would have been sweet. I'm still waiting for a cornhole game, but there's a lot of stuff that you could do with people online and Sports Bar VR Hangout. So I will put that up there as well. It's kind of close to being like it's kind of close to being in my top three, but I thought I'd put it up there as well, maybe like four. So now I'm going to talk about what I love about the VR. I love the sleekness. I love how light it is. It's not like a huge weight on your head. You don't really get tired of it being on your face. It doesn't get hot, well, to me at least. Um, Anyone can play it, even though it's not for kids under 12 years old because of their vision, I guess. But I love the design. It's comfortable, and yeah, I love the lights on it as well. I thought it was pretty cool. They have lights on them with LEDs so the camera can track them. Something I don't like about the headset is that the wire. This is 2017. I'm surprised they haven't made a headset yet that is wireless. That's probably going to be saved for the PlayStation 5 or something. I have a feeling they're going to bring out something that's wireless like the VR headset. It's probably not going to be until the PlayStation 5 though. But another thing I don't like about the headset is sometimes when I'm in the main menu, like if I'm trying to send a message to somebody um, using a little app or whatever on the PlayStation, I kind of get blinded. Like it's like say if I'm looking through the headset like this, if I kind of like look in the top left corner or top right corner or top or bottom left or something like that, it's kind of blurry. Well, now this isn't noticeable in a game, but it's noticeable when I'm in the home menu or when I have like the floating screen in front of me if I'm playing a game using non VR content. Like if I want to play uh, Madden or Knack or something, and it's not a VR game, and I put the headset on and try to play using the screen, is not that great. But like I said, that's something small. Um, I just thought I'd throw that out there because it's something I have noticed about the headset that I don't like. Hopefully, some other people can relate if they know what I'm talking about. If not, it's cool. So you won't have any problems. But my overall thought about the VR headset is great. The games that's coming out for it are going to be good as well. There's 60 plus games that's supposed to come out between now and next year. So I'm really excited about that. I took a look at some of the games that's going to be releasing, and they look really really good. Some of the games that were announced at E3 and the PlayStation Experience event are coming, and I can't wait for those. The games I'm most excited for is Bravo Team and The Impatient. So that's all I have for y'all. Happy 1 year anniversary, PlayStation VR. I can't wait to see what games are going to be coming out later and what the future holds for you. This is Defender 2. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you next video. Peace.